I think we're back. I think. Let me make sure. Yeah, we're back. Are we back?
I don't know. Are we?
I think so. I think we're back. Maybe they'll tell us if we're back. Teaching Ken.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
You shut up now, Alexa. Ta-da! We're back. Okay, good. I'm sure we lost a bunch of people. You think they'll come back? They won't come back. Anyway,
they're lost. We are about to talk about the top secret #1 thing that's going to make you a pro by tomorrow.
Oh! Woo.
Clickbait. Just kidding.
Yeah. All right. Well, what is that? Ladies and gentlemen.
You'll have to tune in the next time on the live show.
Oh, you tease. All right.
Yes, that's how you do it.
All right. I'm going to play something else of your high caliber. Oh, yes, the sunflower seeds, or the flowers, sunflowers. I like that one. Good. Play that one, yeah. Just to see if it will. There we go. That's nice. Oh, you can get the flowers closing up.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool. I'm going to play that again. I like how there was no music. It was just the sound of the sound of nature.
Yeah, I like that too. I like just the sound of nature.
You know what I like about nature?
The sound?
It's just so natural.
Yeah. It's organic.
It is. It's so nice. All right.
Look, I think somebody asked an interesting question that you'll be very adept at answering, because this is something that you are very good at. You're very...
just say no more. If it's making sweet love, then, well,
it's none of that.
You've come to the right place, ladies. Step 1, call Ken. Step 2, I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Well, I'm okay. Somebody was asking, how do you approach clients? And I find that that's something that's sometimes difficult for me, but you probably have a lot of pointers on that, because it's something that comes very easily to you.
You mean, how do you get clients, or how do you talk to them once you...
People? Like, how do you talk to people about... Tell me about what you told me the other day, that you basically saw somebody on the freeway with a sticker on their side of their car.
Oh, yeah. I got a client on my way to see Dana for one of our drone adventures. I was on the interstate, and I see a guy who's got his picture on the back of his car with his realtor phone number on there. And so I pulled up next to him, and I go, "Hey, do you need a photographer?" And we were pantomiming through the windows, and then I just called him and I said, "Hey, this is the weird guy in the silver car behind you. Do you need a photographer?" And he's like, "Yeah, we've been looking for a photographer." You'll find lots of business if you are a drone pilot that has Part 107. And I didn't want to get into this whole thing, but a lot of people and a lot of realtors don't realize that if you hire a drone pilot and get imagery, photos or video from the drone pilot who is not licensed by the FAA, that they can be fined $11,000. That's right. And this is something that not a lot of people know. Certainly realtors should know, and they don't. A lot of them don't. And I spoke with someone just the other day about this very thing, and they said, "Oh yeah, we're doing it all in-house. We're just going to go ahead, and we bought a drone, and so we're not hiring anybody. We're just going to do it all ourselves." Well, unfortunately, not only can you be charged for hiring somebody yourself, but see, if you're a drone operator, you can be fined $1,100. And then the person that hired you can be fined $11,000. And they're going to start cracking down on this a lot more. So that's important information that I thought I'd get out to you, in case you didn't know that. If you're looking
it's very
to,
important.
It is, and you know, and I know people are like, "Well, I'm just doing it for fun. I just gave my friend who happens to be a realtor these pictures. I didn't charge him anything." Well, It's called in furtherance of a business, and that's how the FAA looks at it. Now, don't look at me like I'm a bad guy. I don't entirely agree with the whole thing, but that's the rules. That'd be like me saying, you know what? I think I'm going to start driving an 18-wheeler. Do I have a CDL? Nah, I got a truck. I'm just going to go ahead and do that anyway. I don't need a license for that. Also, I might drive my truck down to perform some surgery. Do I have a medical license? Nah, I don't need that. I got a scalpel though. I'm good to go. You know what I mean? It's
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So there's some important.
Before you get too far gone on your rant.
Yeah, I was ranting, wasn't I?
Let me bring it back.
Yeah, bring it back.
The original question was, what are good ways to approach people? And I think the way that you do it is specific to your personality. So the way that you approach people is going to be different than for what works for somebody else. You kind of just have to be your natural self and talk
That's
to
true.
people.
If
That one person does, it may not work for another. So there's not just one clear answer, I don't think.
Right. If you're a shy person, it's going to be more difficult for you. If you're naturally inclined to be outgoing, that will help you.
Yeah.
Make sure that you come to them and be prepared. That's the most important thing, I'd say, is to be prepared, because they're going to have questions like, how much? And you need to be ready with a price list per, and the way I do it per square footage of a house or property. And just be ready to answer all of their questions, because they will have many, as this whole drone stuff is new, and most photographers nowadays will have a drone option. Nobody really just does stills anymore for real estate without having the drone option.
You gotta make sure you have insurance.
That's right. That's right. You have to have insurance too. And there's a gizmo that I want and that I'm going to have to buy if I'm going to do this for realsies. Have you heard of the Matterport?
For real estate sees?
Yeah. It's this gizmo that takes images of the entire room, and then you do virtual tours that way. It's a box and it's got like 1,000 cameras on it, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
And it costs like $5,000, and I want one, so I'm not going to eat for a couple of years.
Or we're going to have to learn you some camera stuff.
Yeah. I love gizmos.
Of course. And I do too. I even have one here. It's furry and it's got 4 legs.
Right. Now
my dog. His name is Gizmo.
That's right. Now just to end on that question that someone asked about an hour ago, be prepared for questions and have all your ducks in a row before you approach any realtors.
Yeah, and I think also, like for me, just get over the fact that the first few times that you try to approach somebody, that they're gonna, one, shoot you down, and two, you're gonna feel super awkward. Like it's just gonna be awkward. The sooner you realize it's gonna be awkward the first time, the sooner you can get over it.
That's true. And it helps if you're a people person.
It does help. I'm not
like Linda. Linda's a people person.
So.
Linda's always the life of the party.
Yes. In the corner of the back room.
No. So what other question? Wait, we gave the thing away.
We did give the thing away.
Okay,
How did contact you, by the way? Oh
yes, private message me with your address. What was the name of the person who won? I need to know that.
Scuba.
It was Scuba. Okay, we got it. Scuba.
I'm sure that he's in the chat because he's keen on making sure that he gets his camera.
Yes, and Scuba has won before. I think him and Craig, they get together and they just kind of take all the prizes from me.
Oh, well.
That's fine. That's okay. I don't mind Scuba. I can't remember if Scuba lives in the United States because I don't like filling out those forms.
Yeah, forms are hilarious.
Oh, forms.
Being an adult.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to show a couple more of these pictures of you. I've got one marked Milky Way. Are these cringeworthy pictures? Or are these good?
The first one is pretty cringy, but...
Okay. Let me go ahead and bring this up.
Scuba, by the way, lives in Georgia.
Good. Scuba's back.
I used to live in Georgia. Whew.
Look at that. Now this is long exposure?
Yeah, for sure these have to be long exposures, but it was almost too long. But I had to use a longer exposure, and so I didn't really start trying to do Milky Way photography until like 2013 because my camera really wasn't able to do it until right around then. And that first picture I took I think in 2013, and then the subsequent two photos I took in just I don't know a month or so ago.
Okay, now how long would it have to be on for to open to get this? How long of an exposure was it?
The exposure here is either 15 or 20 seconds.
Wow.
I think it's 20 seconds actually. But this picture that we're looking at now is actually a composite of 5 different pictures. So I took 5 different pictures and then I stitched them together like a panorama.
Okay, so you're not going to just open the camera up for 20 seconds and get this. You got to go through some stuff.
Well, yeah, but the next picture, this one, that's just one 20-second, or I think this might have been 15-second exposure.
And is that you over on the right there? Is that a person?
No, I'm behind the camera.
Okay, because it looks like a person kneeling on the right, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know. I kind of was looking at that, but no, it's just rocks.
That's not a person?
No, it's just rocks.
It looks like a person, but it's not.
Maybe it's a ghost.
Okay.
Let the conspiracy theories begin.
Yeah, you could have said, I don't know. I never noticed it before. Good eye, Ken. And then we could have had like some kind of runaway chat.
I messed it up.
Oh, man. All right. Or it'd be like, I didn't notice that flying disc in that one picture. You know, I actually took a picture of a UFO by accident once, and I cannot find it.
That picture, by the way, does have a couple of meteors in there from the Perseid meteor shower.
The Perseid?
Near the...
Oh, wait. You know what? Tonight, aren't we going to be able to see Skylab or something flying over? Isn't that tonight?
You could very well be right. I did not look into that. I'm sorry. I'm not up to date on that.
It did look like a shepherd tending to his sheep.
Must keep comments to myself. Oh, somebody else already said it for me, so I don't have to say it.
Okay. All right, just a couple more and then we'll wrap this up. Please chat whether or not you enjoyed this or not. We're going to do this probably once a month or whenever we feel like it. That's the schedule.
Yeah, exactly. And so if anybody has any questions that are fairly specific right now that we can answer for you, let's hear it and we'll wrap it up. We'll get out of here and we'll do this again in the future if people want.
Oh, dear.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's so cringy.
Why is that cringy? Just because it's a rainbow?
Look at it.
Well,
even
I mean,
that deer is. Are you seriously pointing that camera at me right now?
Well, I mean, the color is a little intense.
Yeah. That's just auto setting is what this is also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good one.
That's 2013. That's a few years later. You can see there's some improvements that have been made.
That's a good one. How'd you get them all to sit like that?
Yeah, I told them all to stand still while I photoshopped them.
Yes, Photoshop.
But it's basically the same deer in 3 different poses. But the pictures are, I didn't change the pictures themselves. I just laid them over top of one another.
I thought it was deer triplets. You had me fooled there for a second. So do we have any other questions before we? Oh yes, the International Space Station going overhead in New York. Don't know about Nashville. So.
Did you see those pictures, by the way, that somebody took? I think that he was on assignment for National Geographic maybe during the eclipse. They shot photos of the eclipse and the ISS is passing in front of the sun. Did you see that?
Oh really?
Yeah.
Let me try to find that.
So somebody's asking where I took my pictures. The very first one of that horribly bright, saturated deer I took in Georgia. And that was near Charlie Elliott, if you know where that is in Georgia. It's near Atlanta. And then the next one I took in Taos, New Mexico. And that last one I took near the natural bridges of Payson, Arizona.
Thought I found it. Didn't find it.
I get around, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
One tip that somebody told me a long time ago that's really actually just common sense, but whenever somebody said it, it just has always stuck with me, which is if you want to have beautiful photos, you need to go to beautiful places.
That
you
is
can't
true.
just expect to like just step out your front door, get in the car, drive to the corner, and expect to see great things. I'm not saying it's not possible, but if you want to up your odds, you got to put in some effort and got to get those wheels going under you and go places.
That is true. You do a lot of driving to get places.
Yeah, I do.
Before I let everybody go, I do want to share something of drone worthiness that was shot today. Actually, if I can set this up, you just go ahead and chit chat while I find it.
Okay, let's chit chat.
Chit to the chat. You got to chit to the chat.
Yeah. Oh, let me just give you. I'll give people a quick little rundown on. Say there's some clouds outside your window, and you say, "I'm gonna do it. Today is the day. I'm gonna shoot my first time lapse." Here's what you do: you get your camera, you get a tripod, you go outside, you set that thing up on the tripod, and here are the settings you want to sort of use if it's just kind of a cloudy sky and the clouds in the sky type of day. Get your camera out there, set it on tripod, set your f-stop, which is the aperture, the hole that's in the back of the lens. Set that to like f8. Okay, done. Next thing, set your ISO to 100 or 200. It depends on the camera that you have on how low that will go. And then set your shutter speed somewhere. It depends kind of how overcast it is where you are. Somewhere between like 1/500 of a second and 1,000 of a second. Take one picture, see how it looks, and if it looks all right, then you're golden. If not, you can make some adjustments to the shutter speed. You don't need to touch the other two things. And then once you have that going, you can start shooting your very first time lapse. A lot of cameras have built-in intervalometers.
Into what?
An intervalometer. It automatically takes the picture for you, like every 2 seconds, every 3 seconds, every 5 seconds. Or you have to get a little remote that does it. But you want to try to set the interval somewhere between 5 to 10 seconds, depending on how high the clouds are. The higher the clouds are in the sky, the slower it looks like it's going to move through the sea. Oh, goodness, we're losing Ken. Come back to us, Ken.
No, sorry.
Oh, no. Come back.
You were getting too technical.
Well, this is Technical Tuesday.
It's Too Technical Tuesday.
Okay, Too Technical Tuesday.
So
do all those things. If you're confused about anything I said, leave a comment. I'll try to make sure that I read about them later.
Yes.
And
yes, the Thursday live thing is still a go. Our guest will be a gentleman from the UK, and he's got some great footage of a castle. It's going to be awesome. And we got to wrap this up. This is like too long.
Yeah, I got to get going too. In 15 minutes, I got to hit the gym.
But let me go ahead and share this that I took today of some cotton. This gizmo is jumping around because it's 4K. Yeah. But it's.
Maybe you could get a faster computer like I have.
Yeah. Well, if your computer wouldn't be able, we don't want to talk about that because my computer can totally beat up your computer. But I followed this guy around as he collected cotton, and it was very interesting. And you'll see that.
Did you get a new pair of jeans out of it?
Very soon. What's that?
So did you get a new pair of jeans out of it?
I did. Yeah, I waited while he put all that together. Thanks everybody for watching.
Thanks.
I appreciate it. And that's our outro music. There we go. Go and make sure you subscribe to Linda's channel. Let everyone know in the world that we're gonna try to do this once again. You can count on it happening once a month or whenever we feel like it. That's the official schedule. And before we go, Alexa, tell me a joke.
Why do meteors prefer cold showers when they get home? They're always burning up on entry.
I don't want to go out like that. Alexa, tell me another joke. Alexa, tell me a joke.
Did you hear about the restaurant on the moon?
Mm-mm.
Great food, but no atmosphere.
Oh, gosh. All right.
Oh, Lord. Please stop.
Do you have a website you want to push there, Linda, or anything, or just your channel?
Take a look at my YouTube channel. I do have a website. It's cleverdarkelf.com. It's not super populated with tons of stuff. It's usually just for my clients or whatever. But you can go over there and check it out, or just go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. I promise I'm working on making the videos better. So just
There's nothing wrong with your videos. There's just not enough of them.
And we'll see you again another time.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this experiment. Thanks for coming back after the stream stopped. And I'll say, Lynn, do you want to help me?
And bye.
Bye.